Hey, it's Nate with another piano tutorial. Today I'm doing Three Little Birds by Bob Marley and the Wailers. This is the ultimate feel-good song, and it's only got 3 little chords in it. But because it is so simple, I'm also going to show you how to play it in D. That way you can pick the version that will perfectly suit your vocal range. And I'll even show you how to do the organ part. Let's jump in. All right, so first off, I recommend you get the chords and lyrics chart. You'll find a link down in the description that'll help you follow along and see where the words and the chords line up with each other. But this time there are 2 links, one for the key of A, one for the key of D. So in order to know which one you ultimately need, I'm gonna just play and sing a little bit of each so you can see which fits your voice better. So in the original key of A, which is a little high for my voice, it's don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing, going up to that F sharp there, gonna be alright. In the chorus, it does go a little higher on perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. So you need to go up to that A. If that key feels too high or too low for your voice, you can do it in the key of D and decide whether to sing it up or down in octaves. So in the key of D, it's gonna be don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Of course, you could sing that up an octave higher. Don't worry about a thing. That's way too high for me. But let's jump in and learn it in the key of A. Here are the chords for the intro. I'm gonna just jump right in with the simple chords and rhythm, but after we do the verse and chorus, I will circle back to the intro for the optional organ part and bass line. We're gonna voice this A major chord like this: A, C sharp, and E. Octave-wise, this is middle C here. And then 2 octaves lower, I'm doing an A bass note with my 5th finger. If you don't have that many keys or it doesn't sound as good on your keyboard, you could totally do it here. I'll be doing it here. And we're in 4/4 time, so each one of these measures gets 4 counts. We're kind of feeling it slowly, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you do 4 measures of that. But let's learn that reggae rhythm, which is a huge part of this song and a lot of Bob Marley's music. We need to think in 1/8 notes, so not just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, but dividing the beat in half, feeling the upbeats, the ands between the counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You know, I always recommend people tap their foot or feel the beat in their body. That is more true than ever with reggae music. You really want to feel those upbeats. 1 and 2 and 3. And we're going to be playing on beat 1 and holding in the left hand, and then just placing the right hand chords on every one of those ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You want nice, crisp, punchy, staccato chords, and for that reason, I'm actually not going to use the sustain pedal because it kind of ruins that effect. And one other thing I will say about this part is if you wanna, with your left hand thumb, hit an E on beat 4, that's a nice little addition. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So whenever you're on an A in this song, you can throw that in. And there are a lot of A's. Let's go on. It starts after the intro. We've got the chorus. Here's the chords for that. It's mostly all A again, but we do have a D chord. It's gonna look like that. So it's gonna be A, D, and F sharp, so it's an inversion of a root position D chord. Coming up to my 2nd finger for the D bass note here, and just notice that our right hand 1st finger stays on that A. So that makes it really smooth and easy to get between those 2 chords. So we've got don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And then it repeats back one more time. Singing don't worry. And then you could do the about a thing if you'd like. Cool, that's the chorus. After the chorus, we've got the verse. Here are the chords for that. It's got a lot of A's again, and there's one new chord, which is gonna be the E. For the E, we're gonna do our left hand 1st finger on E, and then we've got G sharp, B, and E. 1, 2, 5 for the fingers. And just notice that from the A, we keep our 5th finger on the E when we go to the E chord. So similar with the D, all these chords flow really nicely to each other based on the inversions that we're doing. So we've got rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun, 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry. Then another chorus. And that is all you really need to know for the sections. It's just another chorus, another verse, same exact thing, including the same words, then another chorus. And you can repeat that chorus back. On the recording, it repeats and fades out. I think for my version, I would just do 2 choruses at the end and then maybe end on, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Just kind of hold the last 2 chords out to make the song sound like it's winding to a close. So that's all you need to know to do a cool cover of this song, but I do want to give you the option to do the organ part and the bass line, especially in the intro. So let's talk about the bass line, which you actually hear a low piano do on the recording. It's going to be A, E, C sharp, E, A, E, C sharp, E. For the rhythm there, you need to be feeling the 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... If you want to get really fancy, every other time, instead of those 3 A's on the 8th notes, you can do 4 A's in this rhythm that's a little faster using 16th notes. 1 E and a 2. So it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and then let's talk about that organ part, which we could, ideally we'd need 3 hands to do the organ part up here, while the right hand does the offbeat chords and the left hand does the bass line. For my intro, maybe I will just do the left hand bass line and the organ part like that, down an octave here. But the notes for that organ part are A, B, A, E, C sharp, B, A. It starts on the 2nd count of the measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rhythm's kind of complicated. It's sort of a triplet feel. 1, triplet, and, or you could think of it using 16th notes. 1, 2, E, and a 3, and 4, E. So you're going to have to kind of just feel it out by ear, but it's a catchy part. I bet you can get it. If you want to put the hands together, it would look like this. So A, da, da, da. So on the 3rd left hand A, that's where the melody starts. My dog is getting up. 1 and 2, E, da, 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 da. So your hands connect with the E and C sharp, the B to the A really fast, and then E again. Really quick, one final thing. In case you are playing keyboard in a band and you want to do the whole organ part over the verses instead of playing the chords, on all the A's for don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing. There's this one other part that goes F sharp A, F sharp A. I think they embellish it a little bit. You could do and then it goes right back to the A. So if you want to throw that in on your version, you can. Okay, before I show it to you in the key of D, I'm just going to do a little playthrough with everything we've talked about in the key of A. I'm not going to play the whole structure because it's pretty repetitive. I'm just going to do the intro, chorus, verse, and end with another chorus. And of course, part of my singing, this key is a little high for my voice. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, to you, singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Real quick, I just want to say, if you are enjoying this video and you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also click the bell so you know when I put out more videos like this one. All right, let's look at it in the key of D, and I'm going to go a little bit quicker this time. If you need help with the rhythm and just learning how it all fits together, you can look back at the beginning of when I taught it in the key of A. But for the key of D, the intro, of course, is going to be 4 measures of D, F sharp, and A here. And I'm going to have my left hand 5th finger on the D bass note. And so we could do the version like this. If you want to throw in that A with the thumb. And then for the choruses, the chords look like this, mostly D, but we are going to need a G like that, so we can keep our thumb on the D and just come up here, 2nd finger left hand on this G, and then D, G, and B there. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And does that twice. Then here's the chords for the verses. We are going to need an A chord. It's going to look like that. So different than the root position A we did in the version in the key of A. It's inverted up 1. So thumb on C sharp, 2nd finger on E, 5th finger on A there. Coming up here to my 1st finger for the A. And again, that flows really nicely from the D chord because our 5th finger can stay in the same spot. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Cool. So if you want to do that bass line or the organ melody for your intro, it's going to look like this. So the bass line is going to be D, 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 A, F sharp, A, D, 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 D. If you want to do the fast hits there, or you can just stick with the 1 and 2. I go into the rhythm a little more in the A section, but the right hand's going to be D, E, D, A, F sharp, E, D, and they would fit together like. And finally, if you are playing organ in a band and you want to do the melody over the choruses where it goes to the G chord on, because every little thing, you could do, or, so that's B and D, ba-da-da-da, or ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's about all there is to say there. So just like I did for the key of A, I will do a partial playthrough here, just the intro, chorus, verse, and a chorus in this key. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and also leave me a request in the comments. And have a great day.